Welcome to the boiler room. I think I only have one word to say: nine, and that's not me trying to imitate German. Nine handle. There's a nine handle on the CPI. So we just had
What does that mean?
CPI. It was like 9.1 versus 8.8% expected. I came in heavily short today, and I freaking it's going to be the end of the world today. Yeah, we had a 9 print on the CPI. So this is after oil is crashing, whatever. I mean, look, CPI is backward looking. I mean, everything's backward looking but the fact that we have a 9 print, not so good, not so good. Going to put a lot of heat on the Fed. They are way behind, and I don't know what this means, but we got the Qs down 700 points right now. I bought a whole bunch of puts right on the close. I think I bought the 280s. So I'm, just slightly in the money now. And then I've got a whole bunch of SPXU calls. I'm short Tesla, I'm short Zoom, and should be a fun day.
Short the world.
Well, you have to be. The world's coming to an end, literally. Yeah, so, I kind of didn't know how we would kind of get through this little congestion area here. It looks mucky. And, we've got the earnings coming out next week. So, but the market, is a forward-looking little device, and it gets going before. So I was looking at the Dow, and to me, the Dow really had no ambiguity. And actually, this doesn't either. It's just on the weekly, it's a little congested. See, this is just a lot of stuff in here, banging and forth. So, once it gets into this area, I might just take some off. There's always, you have this little trap play. Maybe I'm overthinking it. You got a little bit of air in between these lows and this guy right here. So typically, you might kind of get into here, and then, you could find some support in there. So I don't quite know how it's going to take out that guy. It's a little bit tricky. I knew that guy was going to be a little bit of a problem in there, but we'll see how it goes. Right now, we are crashing to these lows. We're trading right around there right now. So about, 276, I think, was around the low. 277 was around the low of these bars. And so we're going to open down here. So I don't know if I should take some off, probably get a little rally, but the whole thing is bad. The whole thing is bad. This is what you always have to keep an eye on. This is the real deal. This head and shoulders, this double top, which means we're going down. And like I said, most people think, well, we're close to being over. I think we just started. The gun was just fired. We broke through here. We had a retest here. The fact that we made a new low means that we're going to go make another new low. Whether, I didn't know if we were going to have another sprint in here, what it was going to do, but to me, it was a low, but not the low. And now, it looks like it's going to go a lot lower quicker. And then next week, I think with earnings, it's going to push this over a cliff. So, we've just been in this kind of little tight ball here, and I wasn't sure how we were going to, if we were just going to go back and forth, and we still could come down here, find a way to thing. And so, but the path of least resistance, always lower. So to me, I use these catalytic events. People always say, do you trade the news? Well, trading the news means I'm going to wait for CPI to come out, and now it's hot, and now I've got to trade it in the hole. That's not what I do. I try and see what is the patterns, what is the setup going into a catalytic event, and then I bet that the catalytic event is just going to push the thing where it's going to go already. So I got really short last night. And so we'll see. We're looking at Zoom yesterday. Zoom's going to open around 104, so it's going to, kind of gap down. But, saying, that I really thought that Zoom was going to, trying to just blow it up a little bit. I really thought Zoom was going to break out, and I thought it had, chance to go to, 135 or something like that on just a short covering rally, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like we're going right back in. We had this weekly thing. We've got this rounding top now, and now, we're going to get right back to these lows. So Zoom has been in a big bad downtrend. Whatever it did, even if it went to 135, it's still in a downtrend. But this is just rolling. There was some resistance right there, and it really could never get above there. That's why sometimes you look a little bit further back in history, and especially that guy. I always felt like that was the potential. So I thought maybe we would get into the 130s, but it doesn't look like it. And now it looks like we're going to roll. You've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. And now, if it starts taking out the 7-week low, I think it's just going to go back into, this trend. And everything. I mean, you can just probably sell the board.
So you can see, 45 is 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So pop out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market's just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.